check me out though.
Pippin', I'm the queen in this game, what you feeling? Any woman I stepped that I killin'. Took a lot of L's, not winning.
What's up, guys? It is game time. We are the Gamed Up Individuals, and we have Rob from the Dahlia's Lounge in the Mission District. I want to introduce you to my co-host.
It's Christina Alexandra, and yes, as Tanisha said, we are in the heart of the Mission District with the owner and creator, curator, director, busser, owner, everything of Dahlia Lounge, hustler, everything. My family and friend, Robert Grays.
Yes.
Robert, tell the people a little bit about yourself and like how you came to be the owner of Dahlia.
This is a long time coming. You know, I started off as a busser, as you said, so I literally came from the bottom up, and I think that's kind of what works for me because I know how to do literally every single position and had to work to get to it. So this is all literally brick by brick, you know what I mean, and thought by thought to get to this point. So it's definitely one of those very, it's all playing out at the perfect time.
Yes, gorgeous. You really did this.
Thank you.
And it's a tequila bar.
Yes, tequila.
Everybody loves tequila.
Mezcal. Right now, especially. Yeah. Right here in the Mission, too, so you know.
A lot of Frida Kahlo art we see, a lot of...
Oh, my God.
Can you kind of just tell the people about, like, how you created or designed Dahlia? Because it's very thoughtfully created. And it's an experience.
Well, that's the thing. As a curator, you want to have an idea of what you, like... If a person walks in, you kind of want to give them an experience. So for me, the front room is the Dahlia Lounge. It has 11 specialty cocktails over there, all handcrafted except for one.
Delicious.
All those you cannot get here. Of course, you can't really do a bunch of this, so some of it is something you know how, a bit of a twist to it. But that front room is the Dahlia Lounge, always open. This room we're sitting in is the room. It's about agave room, so everything on the shelf is all agave based. So we do monthly tastings in this room, once a month with tequilas and mezcals. Also a lot of private events, you know, and then downstairs we have the champagne.
It's a downstairs?
It is a downstairs.
After hours.
You didn't get past the mezcal room.
What? Oh my God, what's downstairs?
The champagne room, basically the champagne room obviously doesn't really go with the mezcal bar and lounge. But that's kind of the point. It's completely separate, completely different vibe. It gives a little bit more of like a club vibe, a club feel.
Oh, where you can shake something.
One or two times.
Okay. Say it in the mic, Mike. I mean, say it in the mic, Rob. Okay.
So, do you guys have those signs where people be like, all the like, the cocktail girls are like roaming around the club with the...
Nah, because I like to keep it as a lounge. I think that once you start blurring those lines, it gets very just open to everything. I like keeping it very, very focused on the goal. You know what I mean? So if you want to go out and have a drink, you don't have to be in necessarily a dress code. You can do that. Or you can come out on a date night before or after the club or whatever.
Dinner,
I like or that. Before or after dinner.
Wind your night down.
Yeah, no real pressure. But I think that's kind of what keeps us going because it's like it's a bar, but it's like a nice lounge instead.
The vibe, though, is everything.
Everything. Wow. This is one of my favorite, or is my favorite, favorite. Let me correct that. Lounge in the Bay Area, honestly. And I actually saw Boozie Brunch did an interview or a review on your spot. How did you feel about that?
It was dope. I think one good thing about her was it was very organic. She came in just to kick it. We were talking back and forth, and literally the review came from her just spending a couple hours here. She was like, I'm going to just come for a half hour. I got somewhere, we're going to go to dinner. I'm like, okay. She ended up here a few hours. Literally just having conversations just like this without the lights. And literally just connected. So I think that was kind of dope about it. It wasn't like a paid advertisement or nothing like that.
You didn't have to like email her to see if she'll come, do a review.
Yeah, as I said.
Oh, it was a text.
Okay. But I think those organic relationships, I think, build everything. And that's kind of what this, for me, what this industry stands on. If we're just going to, buy everything, I mean, that's lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like building real organic relationships.
Yeah, we love that.
Love that.
What's that hat say? Money hungry.
Tell him about Money Hungry.
That's what I'm talking about. He is straight hustler.
Period. Tell him about Money Hungry.
So I have a company. I have a brand that's Money Hungry. I have a record label under it. I have a clothing brand under it.
Boss man.
Yeah. I manage a couple artists under it, signed to it. There's about, I think, We have 9 chains out. They all rock, do their thing. So
Okay, I have to get that chain.
I mean, you
I
have
be
to show how
rapping.
hungry you is.
I be rapping.
I want to hear it.
Do
right now.
do a line from your new song, Mama. Come on, my kids.
Hey, all about my bag now. It's pimping.
Hey,
That's my song. That's actually what it's called.
I believe it. That was
I
too
ain't
smooth.
lying.
That just rolled off.
Yeah, I ain't lying.
well, speaking. Oh, go ahead, Mama. Go. You got it.
One more
Take
thing.
it.
Do you serve food here?
We don't serve food, but I do partner with a lot of caterers and food trucks.
Okay.
So when I do events, I have a food truck outside, or we'll do catering in this room.
You got
as
your
well.
own food truck?
I don't have my own, but I
But
do
you-
partner with them.
Oh, nice.
One of those organic relationships I was speaking of.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
I
is
love that.
good. Okay.
And showcasing other local businesses that
And a lot
need
of
to make money.
I stand on the black-owned side of it, mainly
Yeah.
just because we don't get those opportunities. So if I have a friend that has a black-owned food truck or catering business and somebody needs it, I'm gonna, try to at least plug and play and see what happens. But
Are you from here, San Francisco?
No, I'm from East Palo Alto.
Oh, East Palo Alto. Okay.
I was
EPA in
and
the
raised out through
building.
the peninsula, San Jose, Morgan Hill. I've been out in San Francisco for about 20 years now.
You was smart coming here. You knew what you was doing, huh?
Straight hustler.
I would chase the money.
See,
Well, speaking of you just moving to San Francisco, obviously I've known you, 16, 17 years now. But what really, like, a memory that always stands out to me was Super Bowl 50. And you were throwing all of the hottest parties in San Francisco
heard
and the
about
Bay
that.
Area. I mean, we pulled up 3 nights in a row, y'all. It was crazy. It was 2 Chainz. It was Rick Ross, Yo Gotti, and Angela Simmons before they were together.
Wow.
And he had them.
She didn't even want to sit with him. She was
She-
like, "Don't sit me next to him."
Stay persistent,
Yeah, I was
fellas.
like, hey.
Okay, don't give up.
I was trying to tell her where they was going, and I saw it.
And when I saw that, and that wasn't even the biggest thing. The biggest thing was I remember Boosie Badass came in that night when Rick Ross was there, and Boosie had just came home from prison, and so nobody really had like basically a thing for him to come to. Like, he wasn't on nobody's flyers, and he called you and was like, "Rob, you got a spot for me." What club were we at?
We were at the Rock at the time.
At the Rock in downtown San Francisco,
Well,
and
it was called Fort One, I think then.
back then,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was Fort One.
And you were like, "Yeah, Boosie, I got something for you." And I'm sitting here like, "Boosie who? Boosie back what?" It like fanned out basically, and he was there, and he showed up, and you put him with Ross, and it was just an amazing night. But just seeing you as like my friend and family member, just creating that in the Bay Area, being from our area, it was just a big thing. So like, how did you get into stuff like that? Like, I know you said you was bartending, bussing and stuff, but how did you get into that aspect of the nightlife?
I was throwing parties. I was bartending at a club, and one of the security guards was basically like, all these women and whatnot, and these dudes need some help bringing some girls. Why don't you just help them out? Ha ha ha. And one of my friends that was working at the club too was just like, "Yo, you should meet my man Yuri." And I was like, "Who?" And I meet Yuri, and I'm like, "Oh, I know this dude, man. Buddy don't be tipping, buddy. Man, he be coming up with, you know what I mean?"
No offense, Yuri.
Oh no, it was super offensive. At the time, I didn't know him. So we link up. We do our first party at Icon in 07, I want to say 06, 07.
Dang.
I graduated high school 07, y'all.
And we started literally just like every day from that point, like turned into a family immediately, basically. And Super Bowl, I mean, just throwing events already. I want to say we were. I don't want to go on record and say the first, but I'm almost sure it was the first to throw after party with Drake. That was for my birthday. I flew in.
Wow.
Very private event.
He didn't invite me.
And Yuri was basically, he was doing it already in other cities and booking out artists. So he was like, "Hey man, like, in the Bay they weren't really doing that. So we were like, why don't we just do this? You know what I mean?" So as we were throwing parties, even Monday events and whatnot with artists, Super Bowl was just
Monday movement.
Moving Mondays, yeah. So it kind of just fell in the hand when Super Bowl 50 came. It was like, what else would we do? So
Right.
Wow.
We got with my man over at Global Networking, and we all just literally just filled up the weekend, filled up the calendar. So yeah,
All this was in Vegas?
no, that was all here.
Oh,
San
all
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Oh,
So
wow.
I want to say Friday night was 2 Chainz, Saturday was Rick Ross's actual birthday, and then Sunday was Joe Gotti, Angela Simmons, Fabulous pulled up.
Oh, you was not playing.
Rosa
you the man.
Acosta. Yeah, it was kind of a nice little vibe.
You the man.
He's
And then
very
we did-
modest.
And then right after that, we did, well, not right after, then Cleveland just did the All-Star Weekend, and we did basically a very similar lineup. Because, I mean, once you make these organic relationships, see what I did there?
Right, yeah.
Like
Those
we all
organic
got here.
relationships,
Right.
Then you start booking them in other cities and doing it and whatnot. So right now we got what coming up? What is it, All-Star coming up next
All Star
year?
Weekend. Is it coming to the Bay?
Next year.
Oh, wow. Where? We here, y'all? We at All Star Weekend?
We're throughout the
All-Star.
Bay. We throughout the Bay.
Oh,
I got some
yeah.
private events here, and then we got some other stuff going on too. So,
Okay,
yeah,
Robert
definitely
Grace.
planning ahead for that.
So would you call yourself the plug?
Yeah,
I would.
definitely.
That's the plug.
I mean, depending on what you want and what you're looking for.
Okay.
And if I ain't got it, I can find it.
Hey, gamed up. Y'all hear that? I have a question for you, just because, you know, coming up as a young entrepreneur, messing up this word, coming up as a young entrepreneur in the Bay Area, which is so expensive, that has been super gentrified, and it's just kind of hard to find your lane. And what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs trying to make it in this industry, or just period?
I would say, period, you got to just find your passion. If you chase money, I mean, you can always get money. There's a million and one ways to get money, good, bad, ugly, whatever the case. I'm chasing like a real vibe and energy that I have, a real passion that I have.
Yeah, I
wanna
like
build,
it.
I want to build something that we don't have. I want to fill the voids that we don't have here. So I think that's what I chase. So it's like if I just wanted to track this out, throw some hood-ass parties and throw some hip-hop on all night, well, that's just like everybody else.
Right.
Which is why I don't do that. You know what I mean? Which is
Where they
Standing
throwing the
out.
hood parties? Because I don't see them.
like
I
hood
want to go.
I can tell you where they at.
I don't want to go to no hood
I can't be
parties.
the plug.
He's a gatekeeper.
I'm done with hood
He want me to
parties.
be
You know what I'm
safe.
saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
she said
I
I'm
want to
done.
say, I need some grown man type stuff now.
No, I love that
you.
Robert has something for everybody at Dahlia, which I love that, where, you know, you come in here and it's top 40, there's some EDM. You have different nights, themes.
So upstairs, if it's a perfect world, it's basically Latin reggaeton, top 40 upstairs.
Afrobeats.
No, just those three upstairs. And then downstairs in the champagne room, once again, completely different. That's all where you're going to get your hip hop and Afro beats at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then this room here, since it is connection to that room, it plays the same music, but we'll turn the volume down a little bit. This is more where you can kind of talk a little bit more. You said you was looking for an older little OG. This is where you be in here.
He's going to be
You know what
in
I mean?
here.
So that may turn up a little bit out there. This will
Okay.
be more chill, relaxing, conversating, and downstairs just a little bit clubbish.
Would you let people smoke cigars in this room, in this Tulum room?
I personally would, but by law I can't. So
that's something I didn't know.
Space. Yeah.
Not
So,
even a tree.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
LA, they smoking
They get
all
away,
day.
yeah, they can do what they
get
wanna
away
do.
with it all day in LA.
We gonna have
They
to talk
got
to
the
mayor,
permits
try to
from
get
the
this-
Amigos.
Right.
My vote goes whoever lets us start doing this. You know?
I love that. You got a question, T?
So, what does gamed up individual mean to you?
I mean, if you gamed up, you can fit in any situation, and you're gonna adapt to whatever you need to adapt to.
Hey, that's
So,
what I'm talking about.
I think that there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time where I can go out there and go to these hood parties, and you know, once I start standing on chairs and champagne bottle and
Right.
some take me home at that time. But you know what I mean? There's a time for that. There's a time for, like I said, here where I'm going to be in this back room and have those conversations, and there's a time where I'm going
Right.
to turn up with everybody. So I think when you are gamed up, you know how to adapt to situations, but you also know how to stay focused on the goal. And I think that a lot of people don't really stay focused. It's like they want to chase
Right.
that quick dollar.
Nah, it's
and-
about that longevity,
Exactly.
baby.
So
Your passion
That
for real.
investments, and look what you did, man. You did an amazing thing with this.
And don't get me
place.
wrong, I do have a couple partners, so it's not like this is a one-man show by any
You
stretch.
can't
know
do
what I mean?
nothing alone.
And-
You gotta have a team.
Very much so. But I wanted to make that a point, though, as well,
Yeah,
because I do
right.
get a lot of the face time about it, because I am the face of it and all that extra good stuff. But, I mean, there is a team behind me that definitely this wouldn't work without that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a bartender in there right now.
Okay.
Shout out
That's
Dahlia
what I'm
team.
saying.
Yes, the team is...
The Dahlia Lounge.
Yes, man. The
You
team is
the
everything.
man,
Man.
baby.
I'm trying.
Do
We're
your
getting there.
thing.
We're getting there.
Keep going too. I'm proud of you.
If you had a chance to open a bar anywhere in the world besides SF, you can keep Dahlia here, where would it be and why?
Ooh. I actually like the city vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the downtown areas of big cities.
Like a
big
New
cities.
York?
New York's, Miami, Chicago's.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much LA. I mean, I would, but
Shout out LA.
But even like the San Diego's where it's like real calm and whatnot. But I think I'd probably end up in something like New York. I think that
If you could pick anywhere in the world, you would pick the United States.
Well, time out now. It's easy to go on IG.
No
and see,
offense, I don't know.
It's
Come
easy
for
to go
me.
on IG and see some pictures and stuff, but since I haven't experienced it all,
That's
and
true.
so if I'm gonna make an investment, once again, I got to stay focused. Now it's easy to be like, oh, I'd be in Dubai.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they move.
And,
Like that,
and fuck
you know what I
around
mean?
and find out. Yeah.
Fuck around and be broke. I want to make sure that I know. Here, at least I know how to maneuver and add stuff to it and whatnot. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to say here, especially like in New York.
Yeah.
But also because I'm very much of a bay boy. But at the end of the day, like I think I would be able to adapt very well to a New York type of area.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So and they have like a lot of lounges where you can get dressed and whatnot. In the Bay, it's a little harder to, to make everybody, get in suits and whatnot.
And get suited and booted.
Yeah.
We're so chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nothing is like the Bay, but New York is like another level, I feel like, too. Okay. You have any more? It's okay. We'll
Do you
cut
have
it.
any children?
No.
No? Okay.
Doing this full time for the last literally like 20 years, it's kind of hard in that sense. And I mean, most of the women I meet are in the club, so it's a little,
Yeah, because that's all you seeing
yeah,
right
it's
now.
He's
just
single,
business.
no
So it's like
kids.
it's business,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if that's where you meeting them,
Yeah, that's another story right
Yeah.
there, right? Okay.
And I got a lot of friends in this industry, so we end up knowing a lot of the same people, so.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how are you juggling your kids and being here all day?
I mean, that's the
But-
hard part, even with God kids. I think
He's a
that's
good goddaddy.
I think that's the hardest part is like when you don't see him and it's like over phone calls and whatnot. It's
Mm-hmm.
like even though you're building something, you'd be like, damn, it's been a month since I seen you.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
you
y'all.
can buy clothes and all that extra stuff, but
But
that's
that
not the
it
same.
ain't the same.
You know
It
what I
ain't the
mean?
same as
So,
getting that hug.
Exactly.
Uncle Rob!
Tugs, they tackle.
Right.
But also, I mean, on the flip side, I guess I'm kind of thankful that I don't have kids in that regard. But I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
Do you
running from
want
it. I'm
kids?
not scared of it.
Yeah,
It's
do you
coming.
want
It's
kids?
coming
I'm
one
not,
day.
I'm not running from it. I'm not
Somebody
scared of
gonna
it, but
get
I'm
you.
also not chasing it either.
Somebody going to get you.
Ain't got me yet.
It's coming.
And they might be right here
Man,
in
too
this
many
room.
names, you know what I'm
Oh, gamed up, baby. See, you feel me? That's right. He gamed up, baby, for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can come in this club and try to get him, baby, but I don't know.
Can't
My boy
finesse
too
a
gamed
finesser.
up. He too gamed up.
We can talk after we close out the check.
So, what is something you'd want to be known for when people think of you after you leave this earth?
How genuine I am, how the curator that I am, the creativeness. I mean, like I said, you can just open the doors, throw some trap music on, and go crazy. But I think that creating even this space here, with 3 rooms, it's like I've tried to curate each room separately and differently, so that there's a reason for you to cycle through the whole venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's more the creative side as opposed to just saying how can I get money, you know, what I mean, with a spot. So I think that between being genuine, making those organic relationships, and the consistency, you know what I mean? Like consistency, a lot of people, you see them fall off, maybe come up, come down.
Nah, you got to stay going.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever fell off like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we
Like
ain't falling
I've
off.
always
We
kind
don't
of
know
been.
about
I've always
falling
kind of
off.
been on my
Staying
1-2.
consistent.
Hustlers don't know
So,
about
yeah.
falling off.
I've always been on my 1-2, so I think that's kind of, and I keep to myself a lot. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, and I'll shake a lot of hands and whatnot. But most of the time, I'm pulling up on my own. I'm leaving on my own.
Yeah.
Like that's just
That's
how
what
I
time
move.
it is.
Yeah,
though.
you a
That's what-
solo
that's how we
dolo
gotta
type of
move,
dude.
man.
Yeah. You got to.
So
Well, any game that you can maybe give our Gamed Up family or Gamed Up listeners out there on life, I don't know, entrepreneurship. I think you already gave some advice, but maybe
Yeah.
But
some.
somebody that want
Chasing-
to open up something like this.
like I said,
Yeah.
chasing the. I mean, when you're chasing these hustles, I think you got to be educated on it. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people just think it's easy because you're like, oh, I go out every night. I know how to do this. But there's a lot of numbers behind it. There's a lot of planning behind it. There's a lot of
Even
hands
if
you
you
got
got
to
the
shake.
money,
You know what I mean?
you
There's
still
a lot
gotta
of
plan.
There's fire department and police department. You got to shake them hands.
Yeah.
You can't just be here, but
Research.
man, fuck the police. Yeah,
Right,
you may
no,
need to know some of
right.
this stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, you know what I
Right.
mean.
There's rules.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
did on Pride. I just did a party with the FBI, the fire department, and the police department. And they was like, "Why are you dealing with them people? the people that's gonna make sure I stay open.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I mean, they're still bringing in the revenue.
You're a businessman at the end of the day. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that the best thing I could say is be educated on whatever you're chasing. I mean, everybody, school ain't for everybody, and I get that, but I definitely think whatever you're chasing or whatever you're doing, even if you took a class for that one thing, even if, I mean, you can even also follow people, but I'd also say mentorship. I mean, I have a couple big mentors that I trust cold-heartedly, that I really, rely on some of their, I'll literally call them and ask them questions, you know what I mean? And I'm one of those people that's very stern on how I think and move, and you can't tell me shit.
Right.
But them couple people, I'm like, off the record, hey man, what would you do in this situation?
Right.
Because some of it I don't know.
Right.
And that's okay not to know it, but a lot of people don't want to admit that. I guess they feel like that makes them feel, subordinate
Everybody's
to somebody.
just so ready to get it right now, but you gotta,
So, like I said, this is all perfect timing, and I think that's mostly because I've taken a lot of the education. I've played with other people's money for so long, so I'm okay with spending my money now. Because I feel like I'm educated enough to spend it and make it back. So
let's go.
Whatever you're chasing and whatever you're doing, I definitely say get educated and get a mentor.
I love that. That's
Money
game for
hungry.
real.
You feel
Stay
me?
focused.
That's what this hat said. Money hungry. He ain't lying.
All right. Well, before we get into a game, because we'd love to play Gamed Up This or That. So where we basically ask you a question, we'll give you two options and you just pick one. But before we get into that, it could be both. Okay. It's your world. What can viewers look forward to from Dahlia and Robert Gray's? Anything coming up?
I mean, like we said, the All-Stars coming up.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing that I'm real focused on. But bigger than that, Dahlia, I mean, just because it's moving and it's up and we just had our 2-year anniversary, it's still not, for me, complete. You know what I mean? Being a perfectionist and chasing this passion, it's never, I don't think none of this stuff will ever be quote-unquote complete. You know what I mean? There's always something I can fix. As we talking right now, I'm looking around like, damn, I hope that's not on camera. But that's because you're going to keep chasing it until it's like, nothing will be perfect, but you're going to chase perfection as much as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, for me, I'm curating a lot of events that are different to make you want to go out. So, we do our jazz nights, obviously. As I mentioned earlier, our jazz nights, I think, is one of those dope mixes between hip-hop and jazz because they're playing Usher. You know what I mean? They're playing, like, stuff that we want to hear, and so it's not like a real stiff jazz. It's more like a crossover, if you will.
Right.
So I think those type of events, Sundays we do reggae with a live band as well. I think those events kind of bring in a whole different crowd and also make us kind of cross over a little bit. And I kind of want to expose that to more of us. And I think a lot of people hear it and they're like, I don't know if that's my thing.
Right.
But you're not even willing to try it.
Right.
Try it. Obviously, if I'm here, I like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and you know me. So I'm waiting for one band to figure out how to play some Jeezy or something, and then I'm going to really be in the mix. But
it's going to go down. Shoot,
I'm over here choking y'all. Woo! I'm about to run off set. Big Jeezy fan right here. Anything I ever see of Jeezy, I always send to him or think of him.
Yeah.
So where can our viewers find you? Where can they tap in?
Right here at Dahlia.
On Instagram.
Yeah, definitely on Instagram. The Instagram is moneyhungry_Rob G. Dahlia's page is Dahlia Lounge SF. And definitely follow the Dahlia page to keep up on the updates and whatnot because we got a lot of things that are coming up. That is being curated in the moment as we speak right now. So definitely.
Yes, we're so excited for you. And just thank you, Robert, for, believing in us and, sponsoring our show today. And Dahlia Lounge SF, about to continue to do big things.
Yes.
And so let's get into our game really quick.
And I'm so inspired.
Super inspired.
Sativa or indica?
Definitely indica. On the regular.
Okay.
On the daily.
Cognac or tequila?
Definitely going cognac.
Okay.
And what's that drink called again?
This is a sidecar.
What does the sidecar mean?
Well, this one is a little different. Instead of using like a simple syrup on it, I actually use a fig honey syrup. So,
He's bougie, y'all.
as I said, I'm not gonna reinvent
Bougie
the wheel.
hustler.
I'm just gonna twist it up a little bit.
Okay.
Rosemary and
It
stuff.
looks nice, though.
It looks
It's even
good.
better.
Okay.
Okay. His
Hot
drinks are
or
really amazing.
cold? Hot or cold?
Cold.
Why you like to be cold?
I don't like to be hot. He said pick one or the other.
You know what? I don't like to be hot either.
And living out here in the city, I don't even want to go to like San Jose. I'll be like, how do y'all live like this?
Wait, it's hot.
we live in the valley.
What? 100 degrees? I'm like, hey, man.
It does
Wait,
get
y'all
hot in
get
San
up there to
Jose.
100 degrees? in San
Yeah, we don't get as bad as like Sac, but like Frisco has got that. Y'all got that
Yeah,
water,
we
so
got
y'all
that
cold
breeze,
all year.
I'm built for it now.
It's very cold here.
Oh my God.
Okay, what about Maseratis or Corvettes? Yeah.
Well, being that I already got rid of the Mazis and now in a vet, I'm gonna just pick the vet.
You like the vet better?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
2
nice.
seats, cut off all the fat, kind of just like life,
Okay.
R&B, or rap?
I gotta go both.
Like you gotta pick one.
She said I could pick both. If I have to pick,
That's her rule.
If I have to pick one,
There's 2 different rules on this side of the table.
if I had to pick one, I'd probably go rap.
Okay.
But I listen to probably like 49% R&B.
So your
Oh,
favorite
yeah,
rapper is Jeezy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeezy or
Jeezy
Jay-Z.
the Snowman.
Jeezy. But Jeezy the Snowman. Yeah.
Your dog is
I love me some
named.
Jeezy,
My dog is
too.
named Snow. Yeah.
Yeah. He found out. Not just like GT. He loves you. Dating apps and social media or organic connections.
Organic connections.
Yeah.
I'll tell
That was the
Okay.
theme.
Yeah.
you. Easy.
How do people do the dating apps? Is that the thing now?
It's the thing.
huge.
People finding soulmates on there.
We actually just had a singles party, and they were like, "Yeah, we throw the singles party, yada yada yada." And I'm like, "How many people you get out for a singles party?" Like,
There's a lot of people.
it was like 200 people in here, all single.
Oh
and I'm
my
sitting there looking
God.
around like,
What is going on?
at
I wanna
least
do a
they're-
speed
at least they're
dating,
At
y'all.
least they're meeting in person. But I'm like, I'm surprised that y'all pay, like y'all do this, like, and y'all really out here and
Well,
they looking.
because
it's
I'm gonna tell you something.
Sewer water out here.
People don't get outside
Not
like
yet.
me. Like I need to get outside.
Oh, you're gonna be
You
outside
know
now.
what I'm saying?
I got a spot for you.
And if we don't get outside, we're not going to meet people.
And it's hard to get organic senses on IG. You know what I mean? On IG, I could look 6 foot tall in some pictures now.
That's what I'm saying. And then people
You
be
are
like,
6
Hold on,
foot.
hold on. I was about to say that laugh was a little too.
and it's crazy because the new
He's
how
like,
they
"Christina,
ask you
shut
for
up."
your, how they ask you for your phone number. They be like, "What's your IG? What's your IG?"
Yeah, just in case you can, like, you don't want to give your phone number out, and then you could block them, or they could block you. You know, I feel like
this is
I feel like that's why
Or you
people
could
do
just say,
that.
I'm cool.
Not here, like, just take my Instagram.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta lie about this.
This
Wow.
this new age social media is different. Okay, football or basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball. Who's your favorite? Oh, Lakers. Come on now.
Lakers, come on.
Let's go. Gucci or Jeezy?
Come on.
Come
It's not even
on,
a
he
question.
already talked.
I know, but I'm just
know
saying. I just
that.
want to cause some controversy.
Ain't nothing over here. It's easy.
Okay. You got any more for him before we end this? You can be yourself. Go ahead. Be your
I thought she
little
was like,
self.
hold on. Hold on. She said, can I say this?
Big booty or tits?
Booty.
Booty. Okay.
Go ahead.
Like him some big booty.
Easy.
Okay. Anything you got? Another one for him? She the one. She got the.
I know. She got me. Hold on now.
I want to hear. I want to hear her questions.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Just ask him.
He's a modest man. We'll leave him.
Black
at
or
that.
white?
Humble.
Humble.
Black or white?
Black or white? Women.
Humble man.
Women black.
That's
Hey,
right.
my
women.
boy.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. We ain't lost them all, y'all. We ain't lost
No more colonizers, please.
Nah, easy questions.
Okay. I don't think I asked you this. Phone calls or text messages?
Neither. Leave
Yeah,
me
because he
alone.
wasn't answering my calls or my
he said,
texts, y'all,
"Leave
for
me
about
alone."
2 days. I didn't even know we were gonna get this interview.
If it has to be one or the other, it's definitely a text.
Okay.
I'll definitely
We
get to you.
appreciate this man.
But
We appreciate him so much.
Same thing. Organic phone calls and text messages. If I respond, you know I'm really trying to respond.
Right.
I don't like that K and like
Right.
young letters and stuff. Like
Right.
I'll get to you when I can and give you a real
Right.
answer.
Okay.
It just may take a day.
So
or two.
how do you do it? Do you say I'll get back to you when I'm done doing what I'm doing, or you just leave them on red?
It's red for sure.
Oh, this
Yeah,
man
I
is
ain't
cold.
gonna-
He
I ain't
leaves
He's
his
a
family on
cold
red.
one. But he ain't
But not
trying to
on
be.
purpose.
But he ain't trying to be mean. He's just a busy man.
Yeah, just
That's
Yeah,
all.
you have.
So I like
Don't take it
that though,
personal.
Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
Virgo
shit.
season,
yeah.
There's too many motherfucking Virgos in this
It's
motherfucker.
let me
There's a lot of us
September
in here.
3rd or 4th. It's 4th. Is it 4th? I knew it was the 4th.
She said 17 years and she's still wrong.
Okay. Is it the 5th?
stand on it
It's
all
the
day.
3rd, 4th, or 5th. Okay, but Virgo
It's
season's
somewhere
here.
between. I'm the
Okay,
22nd and
okay. But what day is my birthday then, Rob? You don't know?
17th.
No.
18?
No.
16.
I'm 9989, baby. A
9,
real
9?
Virgo.
Are we that close?
September 9th,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Okay, you're
Oh,
the
Lamar's
5th.
18th.
Lamar's a
17th.
26. No,
Somebody's on the
23rd.
18th,
20, sister, what day is Lamar? I don't know, but we'll find out when we get.
Somebody over there.
Robert, you should come to the Dominican with us in a couple weeks. You don't want to?
No, it's not that I don't want to.
Oh,
He
okay.
got to get his money.
But he also
He's the
entrepreneurs
money-hungry
have to
man.
take
I'm
some
not gonna lie
breaks.
though. The one thing that does tempt me to go is because I haven't got to see the kids in so long that it's like it's an easy time where I can get days with them. You know what I mean?
The kids ain't coming with us.
I thought the kids was going.
Hell no. It's
Oh, then I'm
me
damn
and
sure
T-Mac
not going.
20,
It's a grown.
35th birthday.
It's a grown
I mean,
thing.
25th, huh, sister?
What age?
25th birthday next month.
okay.
Lovers and friends
I've known
take
her since she was 18, I
Dominican.
guess. Huh? 8 years old. Huh?
8 years old, yeah. No, 35th and proud of
Oh,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah, 35th. But
And Lamar's 40th?
Lamar's 40th, yeah. So,
I may make an appearance.
okay. Well,
I'm good
you
for
got
a,
it.
I'm
You
good for a
got it.
last minute flight. You know?
You could just book with Tracy's travel experience if you're ready to book that flight. So just know
Gotcha.
that.
Good to know.
All right, y'all. Well,
This
thank
was
you so
good.
much, Rob,
Thank
for
you,
coming on the
Rob.
Gamed Up
Appreciate y'all.
Individuals podcast. We appreciate you and keep
Appreciate
doing
y'all.
your big one. We know there's going to be so many more amazing things to come from you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And a
man.
black man. A black man.
Black
ma'am.
owned.
Black
Period.
owned.
ladies.
And go give Tanisha some love too. Let's go.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having it. And would you have us back?
Of course. Anytime.
Oh, I'm coming back.
Anytime.
I'm coming to the
I already know
lounge.
you're going to be drinking Latin houses on it.
You already know what I like.
Thank you, y'all. God bless.
Check me out though.
T Pippin, I'm the queen in this game. What you feeling? Any woman I stepped with, I killin'. Took a